It's funny. I was talking to a coworker yesterday,
Uh,
and they were saying how tired they've been feeling lately, like all the time.
oh, wow.
Yeah. And it turns out they
Yeah.
think they might be dealing with burnout.
Burnout. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's so common,
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
especially for people in their 20s and 30s.
It's true.
And it's like this source material we're looking at today,
Right.
it really dives into all of that, like
Wow.
all that stuff about feeling tired all the time
Oh, yeah.
and just being super stressed and even having trouble sleeping.
Oh, tell me about it.
Yeah, I'm sure a lot of people listening can relate to that.
For sure. And you know what gets me?
What?
The lack of motivation.
Uh,
Like just getting started on anything feels impossible.
I've totally been there.
Remember that time I missed that deadline?
Oh, yeah.
I just couldn't get myself to start the project.
Oh, I've had those days too.
It's the worst.
Definitely. Like once, I was so overwhelmed. I accidentally sent an email to the wrong person.
Oh, no.
I know. It's crazy how burnout just messes with your brain.
Totally.
Yeah.
But hey,
Yeah.
what I really like about this source material is that it gives us some actual tips to deal with burnout.
It does, right.
It's not just doom and gloom.
Exactly. It's like, okay, burnout is bad, but here's what you can actually do about it.
Yeah, exactly. So, like, the first tip is all about taking those short breaks during the day.
Yes.
I used to think that powering through was the best way to get things done.
I know, me too.
But honestly, even just stepping away from my computer for 5 minutes
Right.
makes a huge difference.
It really does. There's a ton of research on this.
Is there?
Yeah. Our brains, they're not designed to focus for hours and hours straight.
That's interesting.
Yeah, those short breaks, they really help to reset your attention span,
Hmm.
and they can even, boost your creativity.
Wow.
Yeah, it's like hitting the refresh button for your brain.
I like that.
Yeah.
So we shouldn't feel guilty about taking a quick walk to the coffee machine or something.
No, not at all. In fact, the source material even mentions, going for a walk at lunchtime.
Oh, yeah.
It's so good for you.
I know. Getting some fresh air and sunshine always makes me feel so much better,
Absolutely.
especially if I've been stuck inside all morning staring at a screen.
Definitely. And it gets you moving, too,
It does.
which is so important when you're sitting all day.
Oh, yeah. Sitting for hours is the worst for you.
It really is. And that actually connects to another tip from the source.
Oh, okay. What's that?
Talking to friends about stress.
Oh, that's a good one.
It is. Sometimes just venting about a tough day or whatever
Yeah.
can make you feel so much lighter.
Oh, I know that feeling.
Right.
Like when I'm stressed, I hold all this tension in my shoulders.
I do that too.
But then if I just talk it out with a friend,
Yeah,
it's like a weight lifted off.
totally.
Yeah.
Plus, it helps to know you're not alone, right?
Absolutely. Like having that support system is so important.
For sure. And sometimes your friends can give you a fresh perspective on things.
That's true. They can help you see things in a new way.
Exactly. So, yeah, don't underestimate the power of just talking to your friends.
Definitely not.
Yeah.
Now, another thing the source material mentions is doing fun things after work.
Oh, yeah.
This is something I've been trying to be better about lately.
Oh, good for you.
Yeah, instead of just crashing on the couch after a long day,
Yeah.
I've been trying to actually do things I enjoy.
Yeah, like what kind of things?
Well, for example, I've always wanted to try pottery.
Cool.
So I finally signed up for a class.
That's awesome. I'm so glad you're doing that.
Thanks. It's been really fun.
That's great to hear. It's so easy to let work take over your life,
It is.
but it's so important to have hobbies and activities that you enjoy outside of work.
Right. Things that bring you joy.
Exactly. It helps you maintain that work-life balance.
For sure.
And that's key for preventing burnout.
It's like a reminder that there's more to life than just work.
Absolutely. Now, 2 tips that might seem obvious, but they're so crucial.
Okay, what are they?
Sleeping well and eating healthy food.
Yeah, those are important.
We can't underestimate the power of those basic needs.
Yeah.
Like if you're constantly sleep deprived
Okay.
and you're fueling your body with junk food all the time, it's no wonder you're going to feel burnt out.
True. It's like trying to run a car on empty.
Exactly. You need to take care of your body if you want it to function properly.
Right. I know when I'm not sleeping well, I get so irritable.
Oh, me too.
And I crave all those sugary snacks that just make me feel worse in the long run.
I know, it's a vicious cycle.
Mm.
But even small changes can make a big difference.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Like even just making sure you're getting enough sleep most nights
Uh-huh.
and trying to eat a little healthier
Right.
can really help.
Definitely. And finally, the source mentions things like yoga for relaxation and stress management.
Yeah.
Which is great. But I think it's important to find what works best for you, right?
Yep. Absolutely. What works for one person might not work for another.
Exactly. Like, I've tried yoga, but honestly, I find that going for a long run helps me clear my head more effectively.
That's awesome. It's all about finding what helps you de-stress and recharge.
Totally. Like,
Right.
maybe for some people, it's painting
Right.
or listening to music.
Yeah. Or spending time in nature.
Exactly. The important thing is to find those things that help you unwind and take care of yourself.
For sure. And, the key takeaway here is that you have the power to combat burnout.
Yes.
It's not something you just have to passively accept.
Right. You can actually do something about it.
Exactly. By incorporating these tips into your life, you can really make a difference in how you feel.
That's so encouraging.
It is. And, it doesn't have to be all at once.
Right.
Start with one small change
Yeah.
and then build from there.
That's great advice. Well, this has been such an insightful deep dive.
It has.
Thanks for talking about all this with me.
Of course. It's been my pleasure.
And for our listeners, if you enjoyed this deep dive and you want more like it,
Yeah.
don't forget to subscribe and hit that like button.
Yes. We'd love to have you join us for more deep dives into all sorts of interesting topics.
Absolutely. And before we go,
Yeah.
I'm going to leave you with a thought.
Okay, I'm listening.
What's one small change you can make today to start prioritizing your well-being and avoid burnout?
Ooh, that's a good question.
Yeah, it could be something as simple as taking a 5-minute break
Right?
or adding an extra veggie to your dinner.
That's a great one.
Or even just going to bed a little earlier.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Small steps can lead to big changes.
That's so true. So think about what one small step you can take today.
Yeah, and start there.
And hopefully you'll start feeling more energized and less burnt out.
I hope so too.
Thanks for listening, everyone.
See you next time.
Thanks for joining the conversation here at Kaz English. We hope you found it fun and informative. Don't forget to check out kazapp.uk. That's kazapp.uk for more tips, resources, and interactive practice. Keep exploring, keep chatting, and we'll catch up with you again soon.